anyone can share their views on soft skills. It is a moral initiative to develop the that generation to get competitive on their work. Again, it is a networking, knowledge sharing, and learning platform. SSDC have launched their first batch of soft skill fundamentals back to this August, and with the success of that program, SSDC have come again with the second batch, and this time our theme is on self-mastery. SSDC believes that every human being has a great potentiality, and with that mind, SSDC have designed this course in such a way that anyone can recognize the potentials and learn how to know themselves. So today we will have discussion on one of the most important topic, which is a burning issue in this present world, and that is obviously is stress management. And for this discussion, we have an expert. He is a learning and career consultant. He has over a decade experience and he have worked with some of the top companies across the world to develop human capital through corporate training and advices for human development. Ladies and gentlemen, he is from Dubai. It is Mr. Adnan Sohail, sir. Hello, Adnan, sir. How are you?
Thank you so much and good evening to everyone from Dubai. I hope all of you are doing very well, having good and safe days.
Thank you, sir, and welcome to again in this course. Today we will have a brief discussion on on stress management, and I hope that everyone will enjoy this session and try to learn something great from you, sir. And before giving you the floor, I would like to. It's my request to everyone. Please don't unnecessarily unmute your mic. If you have any kind of questions, you may write it down in the chat box, or you may raise your hand and our guest speakers or myself will give you the floor to ask any kind of question to our resource persons. And Mr. Adnan Shol, sir, the floor is yours. I hope that you will enjoy this session and happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again, SSDC and all the participants who are joining today. Uh, I truly appreciate the efforts which you guys are doing in order to promote soft and behavioral skill and making impact on the life of other people. I have always this feeling that soft skills are so much basic that most of the time people ignore them. They don't talk about them. No college, school, university teach them. Parents, they do not talk or teach these things to children, and especially the topic which we have got today in current circumstances of COVID-19 situation. And even before the COVID-19 situation, when we can see that the economies were not doing that great, we were in a kind of situation which we call economic crisis. And when crisis comes, the first thing which happens is stress. Now, crisis can be on a bigger scale in a country, across the world, or on a smaller micro scale, like in the life of an individual, in the home of individual, on an organization scale, inside the company, or when you're talking with your client. So this is something which we are going to talk today. We will understand what is stress. We will understand what could be possible or potential reasons and how to handle. We will also try to understand sometimes people pretend they are doing amazing and they are cool and they're relaxed, but mentally they are stressed. So we'll try to understand what are those symptoms and those signs. And then we will see that what are the best methodologies through which, whether you are a student or a professional or a parent or running your own business or running any bigger organization or company, or you're leading a team of people, you will be able to manage your stress, identify the stress of other people around you, and help them out how to come out from that stressful situation. So thank you once again, everyone who joined me today. I hope you have got your piece of paper, your pen with you so that you can make notes. But in the same time, I'm very much certain this session will be available later to watch. Its recording will be available. You can watch it. If you will be having any question, please make a note with you. And when I will ask you, it is the time to ask your question, you can throw your questions on the screen or you can speak up and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Enjoy learning with me and welcome once again everyone in this stress management session. Let me first of all tell you some quick facts, some numbers, which might be very much alarming for you, or maybe it can open your eyes. Across the world, 110 million people die every year as a result of stress or diseases which are basically because of the stress. 110 million. If you will just do a little bit calculation, every 2 seconds across the world, every 2 seconds, 7 people die because of stress. And this is a study of American Center for Disease Control. Anyone, the numbers and figures which I'm telling you, you can just go and Google it and you can find all the information on different websites. 60% of workers across the globe in organizations, they suffer stress at workplace. This is a research of Global Organization for Success. 60% people, employees, people who are at their workplace, their stress level have increased by 20% in last 3 decades. So if you see that nowadays how much someone is stressed or how many people are stressed at any workplace, if we go back 30 years, that was 20% lesser. It means that the stress level is a number of people who are stressed at workplace that's increasing. This is a research done by Korn Ferry Institute. Let me tell you about the students. 85% of college students, they feel continuous stress. That could be stress of getting good marks, or that could be stress of preparing for the examination, or managing time to complete their homework. Around 33% of students consider, from out of this 85%, 33% consider that the major or fundamental reason of being stressful during their study life is to go for good or higher grades. That's the Stanford University's study. So again, you can check it. Now, if we see this figure that 1 in 5 students, 1 in 5, this is a big number. 1 in 5 means 20% of college students have thought about suicide. Harvard Medical School done this research and they find out across the world that out of 5 people, one at least once or twice in their student life, they think about doing suicide because they are unable to handle all this pressure. There are a lot more numbers to talk. Few I will, because I do not want to just talk about numbers, but even to talk about the solution. But stress is number one health concern for teenage. If you are in the age of 11 till 19. So number one health issue in the teenage people, this is stress. Research by Global Organization for Stress. To organizations, when we see that the employees are stressed at workplace, they're unable to give focus to their work, they're unable to handle their work and their assignments, they're unable to meet their clients and their colleagues and present their company in that way as it should be, because they're continuously having stress. $300 billion per year. Just to America, we are talking about the one country. Stressful employees cause the economy or give a loss to any economy, $300 billion per year. Again, this is the Eastern Kentucky University's study. Millennials, people who were born around 1983, 84 till 1992, 93, that's called millennial generation. Most of the time today, who are in the age of 34 to 40 are somewhere, which is the majorly part of the workforce across the world. Millennials, they have the highest stress level on average 5.7 out of 10. China is the country with the highest rise of workplace stress. Around 77% of employees at their workplace, they show some physical symptoms also, like they're having neck pain or they're having some muscles pull and all those things at their workplace. So, lot more numbers to talk, but as I said that just I wanted to give you some understanding that stress is something. Stress, whether you feel it or you don't feel it. Let's be honest. Stress is something which all of we face. Sometimes the tough deadlines. We have to prepare for the examination or submit any assignment, or there is someone who is coming to see you. You have got some client meetings. So those tough deadlines. Demanding bosses, your workplace, are demanding teachers who are asking you to prepare a lot of things at school, college, or university, or challenging customers who damn care that if it's the weekend, if it's the weekdays, the morning is the evening, they pull up the phone, give you a call, and ask you to solve my problem right now. But the good news, like any other skill, communication, presentation, time management, problem solving, crisis management, like any other soft skill, stress management is also learnable. It can be learned, and you can beat stress by learning how to beat it. Let's here, first of all, understand few definitions, because I have seen a lot of people that try to mix up stress, anxiety, depression, burnout, and all panic attack. They try to mix all these definitions, but let's here understand what exactly is. Stress is a state of mental or emotional tension resulting from adverse or demanding circumstances. So, in a simple way, if your circumstances are demanding more from you to do more, that whether you are emotionally feeling or you're feeling mentally, that's called stress. Now, what is the anxiety? Again, these two words are often people use it as a replacement of each other. Anxiety is a feeling of worry. Stress is maybe you are feeling it, but it's not, you're not expressing it. But anxiety is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something uncertain to happen, uncertain to come up. So stress is something which is in you, but you are unable, or you are, it's not more displayable. People are unable to see it. But when people start to see that you are restless, your face, you're sweating, you are unable to talk or anything, it means that now you are into the situation of anxiety. So safely we can say that stress is something which we feel, and anxiety is which we show, which we tell to the people that this is happening with me. And what is the panic attack? Panic attack is something which happens suddenly, a sudden uncontrollable fear, often sometime when we keep on thinking, or sometime we never expected something this is going to happen. You reach to the office next morning and you got a termination letter, right? You never expected that this will happen. You done best efforts at your school, college, and throughout previous your journey at school, university, you are achieving higher marks, but now suddenly you got failed in some subject. That's a panic attack, because you did not expect this thing. So I believe that now these definitions will make you clear that what is stress, what is anxiety, what is depression. If I talk about the definition, now I'm sure that a lot of people after listening me, they are able to understand what is stress. That were more like the medical side, or the definition wise, that what exactly could be stress. But if I want to tell you in a very simple and plain words that what is stress, and I want you to take it away from today's this session and just keep this thing always in your mind, because this is going to help you to reduce or to handle your stress. We are not going to talk here about that stress is good or stress is bad, okay? But let me tell you that what exactly stress is. In a simple, plain word, stress is a gap between the demand and the capacity. Now, demand is one thing, and capacity against to do that thing. Your demand is that you should be having a Rolls Royce car, but your capacity is that you are earning only few thousand currency, whatever rupees, dirham, real, dollars, taka, whatever the currency you are earning. So if you are unable to meet that demand because you are having low financial capability, That's creating stress. Your demand or your parents' demand or your teacher's demand is to get the best position in your school, college, university, top the school, get a gold medal. Your capacity is that you are unable to even pass the examination. So unable to pass exam and getting a gold medal, here is a huge difference. And this gulf of the difference is called stress. Your boss gave you a task at workplace and asked you to complete it before leaving today this workplace. Your capacity is this: you have no additional time because you're already involved in a lot of things. It will give you stress, right? So whenever you see or someone talk about that person is stressed or he's suffering from stress, or you say this to someone that don't talk to me that I'm very much stressed today, then do understand that where is the demand and where is the capacity. Now, how we can reduce this? In a way, stress is good because it's giving you a push that do more and more best efforts in order to achieve that thing. But on the other side, stress is bad when you are not taking any action, but you just keep on thinking all the day long, sitting, talking with no one, and just you are thinking that how this will happen, how this will happen, how this will happen. You're not taking any practical action, but you're just thinking about it. It means that you are not solving the problem. You are not increasing your capacity. I'm not saying that a student who just fail in examination cannot achieve gold medal, but he needs to take a lot of steps. He needs to study extra hour. He needs to sit with the students and teacher and practice examination and questions more and more and more. If you want to get a Mercedes car, if you want to get a Rolls Royce car, for that you need to work hard. You have to work a lot. And then you need to set smart target that when you will be able to achieve that. Okay, over the night, tomorrow I cannot get a Rolls Royce, but yes, if I'll keep on doing this effort, I will earn this much money and I will save this much money. And on this, after 10 years or after 15 years, I'll be having this much money to get that Rolls Royce car, or to buy my own home, or to leave the job and do the business. So these are the practical steps. If you are not taking those steps, there is no way that you will be able to come out from that stressful situation. So in a simple definition, stress is a difference, is a gap between your capacity and your demand. Either you have to decrease the demand or you have to increase the capacity. Come down. Don't expect that you want to get a Rolls Royce car. Make your wish smaller, okay? Or increase your capacity to achieve that thing. Do you have any questions till this point? Anyone wants to ask, and any thoughts you have shared? And according to definition are things which I told, if anyone wants to tell as a student, as a professional, that you have suffered from stress and same, these are the signs or reasons which you had, I would love to listen from you. Anyone's any comment, please? I wish you people send your comments, whether you're writing in chat or you can speak up. The reason is this: I do not want you to sleep while you are listening to me. I want you really to be involved and engaged.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I would like to share that absolutely these are the reasons because we expect more than we can do, and it is the habit of like it is human nature that we always expect really very high, more than our capacity. But we should try so that we one day we can achieve our goal. That's what I would like to say.
Thank you so much. I totally agree with you. All right, let's move forward. And now, if you people will see my these trainings which I've done for SSDC or any future training or on my YouTube sessions, you will definitely find that my mantra or my way to teach or to tell is something that I try to talk about the symptoms and reasons, like why some problem happens, how we can identify, and then how to take action. So quickly now here talk about some common symptoms when people are going through this stressful situation. Let's understand what could be possible symptoms or possible signs that you can identify that this person is going through some stressful or tensed situation, whether it's you or your colleagues, your friends, your family member, your customer, anyone. Number one thing, which is in the 45% people, when they suffer from stress, they get bad temper. They become angry. So if you are seeing someone that's often due to at certain time lose temper, become angry, right? It means that that person is stressed, right? Fatigue or low energy level, when often you are doing day, night, a lot of work, you don't take enough rest, then 41% people suffer from stress because of the low energy or fatigue. Lack of motivation, 38% people, they say that lack of motivation, like I don't want to study something, I don't like this school, I don't like these subjects, I don't like this job, I don't like this home, I don't like my this car, i don't I don't like myself how I look like. So lack of motivation or interest in something, 38% people suffer from stress due to this reason. Then is a headache. If you see that people who are having always, I have a headache, I have a bad headache. So that's also the sign that somewhere there is the reason is stress. So try to understand, speak with the person, ask what's the reason, why you feel a headache. Another reason could be when you feel sad. Sadness become because like you lost someone, you lost a job, you lost the money, there is a loss, you lost any opportunity, any client, any loved one, any relationship. 34% people get stressed when they feel sad. One more thing which people often do not really recognize, that they are stressed in what's happening. Indigestion, like the stomach is not working correctly. Acid reflux or upset stomach. This is also the sign that this person is having stress. And 26% people, when they are stressed, this sign comes up: indigestion or acid reflux, or their stomach gets disturbed. Muscle tension, strain, like I feel neck pain or my back pain or on my anywhere in the part of the body, like the muscles are pulled out, muscle tension, which we call. 23% people show this sign. Appetite changes, another reason. When you feel that you are more hungry as compared to normal, or when you just lost your appetite, you don't want to eat anything. This is another symptom, another sign that there is stress. Now, it could be you, it could be anyone around you. When you see these symptoms, just understand the person is stressed, and then you have to take action why this person is stressed. Now, let's talk about that why we can be stressed. Money. I don't have money. I need to meet expenses. I need to pay rent. I need to pay electricity bill. I need to pay my equal monthly installment of my car, my credit card. I need to pay my child's school fee. So money, money, money. The biggest reason, one of the biggest reason, the cause for stress is money. Work. I don't have a job. I need to search a job. I need to get a job. I'm not happy on my workplace. I need to change my job. So work is another reason of being stressed. Economy. I can't complain on this thing because this is something not in my hand. But whenever you will see that there is some up and down in the rates of the dollar, in the economy, in the stock exchange, the prices going up and down, all the common people, we start to become stressed. Family responsibilities, like you have got bigger family now, you have got baby, you are married now, your responsibilities are increasing, your sister or brother, they grown up, and now you have to marry them, or you have to finance them so that they can study. So your responsibilities when in family increases, this also causes stress. Relationship, your husband, your wife, your friend, your fiancé, or you're dating someone, or whatever, the relationship between two friends, or relationship with your boss, relationship with your colleagues. So when there is anything not good happening in the relationship, so relationships also, or even the relatives, So relationships also cause stress. Personal health issues. You're continuously suffering from your stomach is not working well, or you continuously suffer from migraine or any other kind of headache, or your muscles get pulled so often. So any health issues, these are the minor one, and someone could have even the cardiac issues or cancer or may God forbid. So any kind of health issues, these are also the reason of stress. Housing cost, the rents are increasing, prices are increasing. Job is not stable. What will happen? Will I have job or will I not have job? Who knows, the company will fire us, when they are going to fire us. And then one more thing is this, someone in your family, even if they are having any health issues like elderly parents or grandparents or spouse or any child who is having some issues of health, which is continuously asking your attention and you are worried about that, that could be another reason of being stressed. So these are the things till now what we have talked. What is stress? We understood that across the world, what is the impact of stress, how it is disturbing economies, organizations, individuals. We understood what could be possible symptoms or signs to identify that this person is stressed or I am stressed. And we also saw or discussed here that what are potential reasons that why someone can be stressed. Any comment here? Someone wants to say anything? Please do participate and tell your thoughts.
I would
We
like to
have
say, you said that in one symptom that people eat less when they're in stress, but in my case, I eat more whenever I'm in stress. Like I love to eat or to reduce my stress.
when I said that the change in appetite, it means that either it could be you lost appetite and you don't want to eat, or you are unnecessary eating. It happens with me that sometime when I'm working on some assignment and I'm totally trying to give best of mine. So I will try to move my hands here and there, pick up this cracker or eat some chips or eat some dry nuts or something, or keep on drinking water again and again. It's a clear reason that person is feeling stressed at that time. So appetite can be less or more due to this. Here is a question. Stress is not always a problem. Is it right? I already give an answer of this question that yes, if stress is motivating you to take some step, take some action, to make a plan and achieve those things. Like as a student, you want to get a better position and you make your schedule and you start to study and you do your best efforts. That's a good stress. But if you keep on thinking that I want to become the richest person in the world, but you don't do anything for that, then of course, this is a bad stress. Here is another question. Is stress related to luck, like when things don't happen the way we want to? Again, let's go back to the simpler definition that this is a difference between the capacity and the demand. You are demanding. The demand is that this thing should happen. I should achieve this. I should get this much marks. I should get this job. I should get this promotion. I should get this girl or this boy as my life partner, right? I want my child to achieve this thing. And if that thing is not happening, I will never say that to call it this is the matter of luck or bad luck, but first of all, understand that where you are lacking. Are you doing your best efforts? Are you doing all those things which are required to do that? Right? So no, stress is not because of the luck or bad luck. It's again a difference between capacity as well as in the demand. Let's move forward. How to identify, how to you will see that there are some situation in our life that when we feel stress, like we see some client or some person around us or any of our relative, when they come to our home, we start to feel stress. Some people, if they say that they are getting a call from their boss, they will feel stressed that why my boss is calling me, right? So sometime if you are outside as a child and you are playing with your friends or you're sitting with your schoolmates after the school and you get a call from your mom, so you'll say that why my mother is calling. Even if there is no problem, they are not going to say you anything bad, but still you will feel stressed. So now let's understand those situations, those triggers. The situations are triggers from which tension or stress starts. So number one thing is, let's talk about, uh, because why I am saying that we need to understand the triggers, that often in life what happens that stressful situation comes, whether it's the exam or job, or we need to collect some money, or we have to handle any health issues. People try to resolve that problem and then move forward. People do not hold, people do not stop there and think that why this stress happened and do not try to fix that. That's the biggest problem, that that problem and that situation keep on coming again and again and again, and it's making you stressful over and over again. So let's understand that if you want to become stress free or reduce your stress level, understand what are the triggers and then do something with those triggers. Got my point? Number one thing here, the famous, we will talk what, when, why, here, where, and who. So let's start with who. When you meet some friend, any relative, or you go out from your home and you see any of your neighbor in the street, or your boss, or your spouse, or your colleague, someone. So when you see one person and you immediately start to feel tensed, uneasy, you feel anxiety or stress, understand that who are those people and what is your relationship with them, and why you feel stressed by watching those people. Do you owe them something? Is there any responsibility, a task pending on you that you didn't complete that? Is that person, when you meet them, talks a lot and just drain your energy? That's the reason that you are stressful. So you need to understand that why, like who is the person first, who is the person that I meet or I see or I listen or I watch him somewhere and I become stressed. Number one thing. And then why? What is the reason related to that person? So what you can do, either you will work on that reason, you will meet those uh, assignments, your deadlines, you complete your work, and after that there will be no tension or worry between you and that person. You will be okay, you will be happy. You might have seen that a lot of students, when they see their teacher or colleagues to their boss, they become stressed. Why? Because they are having something pending to do. But same teacher or same boss, when you are not having any responsibility or task to complete or pending, so you will feel easy with that person. So then it means that this is not that person, this is that task which is making you stressed. So try to really understand that what is the trigger. Don't mix. A lot of time people just mix the reasons with each other. No, understand that here, what is the real reason. Next thing is, we talked about why or what and who is the person. Then see that where you become more stressful. At home. Why? When your father or mother says something, or when your children ask you something, or you become stressed at office when something they ask you, or there is a noise, or there is a telephone, or your customers are coming and you have to meet, or you have to prepare a presentation slide. So where, what is the location? Or when you go to see someone, I have seen a lot of kids who are very much good, very much confident, talk with their friends, talk with their at their school, with teachers in their home. But the moment they reach to their grandparents' home, they become nervous and stressed, or with any other relative. Okay. So understand that where the tension, where this stress element comes, what is the location. It happens in office, it happens in boss office, even in the boss office and office. Let's consider that these are two different things, that you are fair, fine, happy, enjoying, working confidently. But the moment you have to go or enter in your boss office, then there is tension. You start to become stressed. Understand that. And when, is there any some particular reason or incident which happens and you become stressed? Or always when you go to your relative's home, always you are stressed? Always you are stressed when you meet your boss, or there is any reason. So if you want to handle it, if you want to handle the stress, you need to understand that these triggers, which is very, very much important. So I'm sure that you people are writing notes. And now, in the same time when you're writing notes, you're listening to me in this session. I hope that that person, that situation, that reason, that location, it's coming in your mind that why you become stressful. What is the reason? And after that, you need to start working on it. Becoming aware about these triggers, it will help you to handle it, right? Till here, if you have any question, I will keep on asking you if you have any question. The reason is this, that I want you people to become part of discussion. This is not any mathematics, chemistry, biology, or English, or uh, science or medical class that where I have to speak. This should be the two-way traffic where I'm speaking and you are giving also your input. So, any questions? Or you can give even any feedback. It's not just mandatory that you need to ask any question, but if you experience something in your life and you want to share that experience, feel free. Do share with us.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Sir, in my university, when I get my first interview, this is a departmental subject interview. The things happened that I took so much preparation, and I take advice and give advice to my friends. I share my idea, what I know. But the things happened that when I go to my teacher, he asked some question to me. I got his point, but I looked at, I got his point, but I am answering the wrong thing. And he asked me two or three questions, but every time I give him the wrong answer, though I get his point. And then he repeat me that you took some time and get back me. After almost half hour, I again goes to him, and he asked me that why you are getting rejected, and what are the question that I asked you before. But the thing happened that I again cannot answer the question answer, that because though I know the answer of the question, but I didn't give him the correct answer. So how can I control myself? And after that, again another interview, this type of things again happen. But last time I had a great interview. So this is my experience. So how can I tackle this type of situation?
Well, I can't see that this is exactly related to stress, but it's a general, like how you can build your focus and understand what exactly is the question. And during our communication sessions, we talk about this thing, that when someone is telling you something to do this, you need to repeat. Once you hear, understand from that person, then repeat in front of that person that this is what you told, and am I correct that you want me to do this? So immediately this point will be clear between you and that person. And then when you will prepare and go back to that teacher or that client or whatever, you will be talking same thing which they are expecting you to talk. So I think so you need to build your focus, and you need to get better in your communication, in listening, and assure before making any commitment or any promise, assure that this is exactly which they are looking for. Right. Any other question, or shall we move forward? All right, so here is the interesting part of today's session gonna come up, and which is how to manage your stress. We talk that it's bad or good. We talk about its triggers, its signs, its symptoms, its causes, its reasons. But definitely all of you are sitting here in order to understand that how you can manage this stress, how you can handle the stress. So first of all, if you want to handle the stress, if you want to become stress-free, if you want to reduce your level of stress, first of all, you need to manage your availability. What I mean by availability, that how much you are exposed and available in front of that people, that situations which are making you stressed. So reduce your time of availability. Like to meet your friends. You don't need to meet every weekend, and whenever you people meet or every day you meet, you talk about a lot of things which are not controllable. So manage your availability for that person. Or you feel stressed by seeing any of your relative or any of your neighbor. So manage your availability in this way that you are not always saying yes to them. Okay, I'm coming to see you, or you can come to see me. Put a stop. Okay, sometime you can say that I'm not available today, or sometime try to take a gap that, okay, we will meet next week. Second thing is manage your digital devices. These are our friends, but in the same time, these are our biggest enemies. Computer, laptop, mobile phone, watches, and everything which nowadays in our hands, which is connecting us with other people. So where it is a blessing, but in the same time, it's causing stress. If you see that 10 years, 15 years, 20 years ago, people used to listen news just 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the evening, right? So throughout the day, there was no news. But now, because of the social media, every single second we are getting that notification from this newspaper, this happened, this happened, this happened. Okay. You were not available at that time all the time for your friends and for your colleagues or for your office. But now, because we are having these handheld devices in our pocket, anytime we are approachable, reachable, that's why it's causing problem. We do not have anything to do, but we just scroll up and down without any reason. Social media, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and we just, so you need to disconnect yourself from these digital devices, from your emails, from your messaging, from your calls, and from this reach that always you are available for everyone. And I know that some of my friends, they after a week or after 2 weeks, they call themselves that they are on a digital detox. They turn off their mobile phone, their computer for a day or for 2 days, 24 hours to 48 hours. Absolutely no social media, no computer, no emails, nothing. So like this, they try to take a break from them. So again, your as much you will be available to your these digital devices, these will keep making you stressed. Next thing is, and I'm not saying that always, like sometime if you are sitting in an office or with your boss, and now some deadline is approaching, and you'll say that now is my day, I need to digitally detox for next 2 days, I turn off my computer. No, selectively, sensibly, see when you can and when you cannot, but try to do it. Okay. Next thing is, but you can start it with a smaller. I'm not saying that it's full 2 days. You can start it just for 30 days. That my mobile phone is turned off, and next 30 minutes I'm not gonna see, I'm not gonna touch it. And then 45 minutes, and then 1 hour, and then 2 hours, and then 5 hours, and a half day, and full day. Like this, slowly and gradually, you can start to detox yourself. Okay. Next thing is, when you are away from work, you are working, of course, nowadays, as we are seeing that due to this COVID situation. So if we are always available for that work, I know that companies expect from us, but still you have to put the limit that on weekends, I'm sorry, I'll not be available, right? So your company and your clients should know. Sometime at workplace, we see that all the colleagues are passing and they are talking and they are gossiping and they are continuously giving you stress. Maybe sometime it's a good idea to take your laptop, or if you are a student, take your books and go to a different room, to a meeting room or to library or somewhere away from your friends and all that noisy environment, so that you can feel that there is a change of place. Reducing digital, I can bet on this thing that reducing digitally your interaction, it will increase your productivity. And if you want to set a bet, start from your telephone. Turn it off at your workplace for 1 hour, for half an hour, for 2 hours, and you will be able to see that, yes, there is a difference. You are doing more things in that half an hour, because now you know that you don't have to check after 2 seconds, after 5 seconds, after 2 minutes your mobile phone. You can start doing this thing. So this was the number one thing to manage your availability availability to people and availability to these digital devices or availability to the tasks. Second thing is how you interact. You need to manage your interaction. I will say that you might be having a lot of people around you at workplace or in your family, friends, colleagues, student fellows. So you need to make a choice that who is the person you need to avoid and who is the person you need to meet. Who is the person you need to meet over the weekend and stay with him or her for 10 minutes, and who you need to meet for half an hour, for one day, for half a day. So choice is yours. The people who are giving you stress, try to meet them lesser and meet with those people who give you positive vibes and positive energies. Places. We talked in the previous couple of few minutes before that some places can give you stress, like going to a neighbor's party. I know that I'm not a guy that who likes to go to weekend parties or family gatherings. So always I try to avoid that. The reason is this: I know that when people will go there, they will gossip, they will talk about a lot of things which are not related to me, or even if sometimes they will talk with me about myself or someone else, unnecessarily that thing will start to come in my head, in my mind, and I'll start to become stressed. So avoid those places. Next thing is respectfully talk with a person. If someone, as I said, that if someone will start to talk with me, backbiting and talking bad about the company, talking bad about the clients, talking bad about the negativity about the company and economy and all those things, I try personally to respectfully tell that person that, look, this is not something which is in my control, nor it's in your control. So let's change the topic and let's talk about something which we both, you and me, we can do. Company's business is not working well. Okay, that's the situation. But you and me cannot do anything except to do our job best, right? So if we will be doing our job best, it means that we are playing our part. This is our controllable factor, and let things happen as it is happening, or due to our efforts, it will change. Rather than just keep on gossiping about things. Be kind when you talk with people, be concise and move on. Like, honestly speaking, I've seen that a lot of people that keep on talking weeks and weeks, days and days on the same topic without taking out any solution of that. Don't forget, people who are around you are positive as well as negative. You need to reduce time. I'm again saying that reduce time with negative people who are always having complaints about the society, home, family, work, everything, and try to stay more with positive people. So your interaction does matter a lot, that how you are interacting with different people. Right. Next thing is you need to, so first thing which I told you, it was manage your availability. Second thing was how you interact. And third thing we are going to talk now, manage your time. Manage your time in personal life as well as at your workplace or at your school, college, university. Just few tips I will tell you. Start to reach earlier at workplace, or start to prepare your assignment presentation earlier than the day which your company or your boss or your teacher asks you. You will literally feel that you are not stressed at the deadline because you have done already your work one day before. At workplace, if already you reach 5-10 minutes late every day to your office, means already on the way you are stressed that, oh my goodness, it's a traffic, why I'm not reaching. You are driving very bad and you reach there because already meeting was supposed to start 9 o'clock, and always you are late and you know that your boss doesn't like it. Start to reach earlier, be earlier. You will feel less stressed, whether it's the meeting or it's the school, college, university, or it's any wedding party or anything, wherever someone has called you and there is a deadline, you need to reach this time. Try to reach earlier. And I can bet on this thing that you will be more confident, you will be more happy, and you will be stress free if you will reach earlier. Second thing is, you will be having a lot of different tasks to do at home or at your workplace. Start your day with the biggest, difficult, and challenging task. There is a Chinese proverb that if you have to eat three frogs, they hate eating frogs. Okay. If you have to eat three frogs, don't start with the smaller one, but start with the bigger one. Because when your bigger one has done, automatically your morale is boosting that you've done the challenging task. And after that, small tasks are pending, which you can easily do. But if throughout the day you will keep on involving doing small things and avoiding that big or challenging task, so throughout the day, all the tension and all the stress will start accumulating till you will finish that work. So best is thing to do the reverse thing. Do first challenging task, become stress free, and then do the regular or smaller tasks. Another thing, during the work day, or if you are a student, try to make your habit of taking breaks, regular breaks during the working hours, or when you are studying, even studying at home, working from home. After every 1 hour, 1.5 hours, you should take 5 minutes break, walk around, change a little bit situation, go to the pantry, go outside, take a water glass, cup of coffee or tea. So when you start to taking these breaks, you're away from your this computer screen at your workplace. You'll start to feel better. In computer, if you see, sometime when computer starts to work very slow, what do? We try to close all the applications, and when still it's not working, we turn off the computer and reboot it, restart it. Same happens with our brains as a human being. Sometimes we need to reboot our brain also. And how that can happen? Turn off, close everything, and take a break of 1 day, half day, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then come back. Go sit in a calm room, do not do anything, don't think about anything, and just take a break of 1 hour and then come back to your work. So, like this, when you reboot your mind, you will be stress free. And simple is the formula: lower is your level of stress, higher is your level of productivity at workplace. One more thing, the last thing during for this how you can manage your time, that is learn to say no. I know that we are from those societies, those culture where even if something is hard for us to do, but we don't like to say no to the other person. But honestly speaking, if you will start to say no to other people, not always, but sometime, you will feel that you are reducing a lot of your stress. If you cannot reach, like someone is asking you, I need this work from you today evening, and in the same time, if you tell to that person that I'm so sorry, this will not happen, and the reason is this, that I'm having these tasks already to do, and this task requires half day or full day, so I will not be able to meet today. How about if I'll give you tomorrow or day after tomorrow? So when you will say no, or you will change a little bit situation, you will negotiate on that thing, you will reduce your level of stress, or you will not go in that stressful situation. Another tip I would like to tell you of making some positive changes in your personal habits. Now, those personal habits are: consider your diets and your exercise plan. I personally have experienced in my life a lot of time that when I start to go for exercise and I'm regular in that, and that 1 hour, whether I'm listening to any music or any podcast or any lectures or something, I just cut off from everything and I'm doing 1 hour walk, that makes a lot of difference in my level of stress. Diet, food, if you are not eating healthy meals on regular times, you'll become stressed. You know that your this is the morning breakfast time, this is your lunch time, this is your dinner time, and what you need to eat. So making a proper change in your diet plan and your exercise plan, it will help you to reduce stress level, right? Then engage in some fun activities. Sometimes it's good to take a break, go out for jogging, some hiking, doing some adventurous stuff, fulfill your hobby. Maybe you like to do gardening, maybe you like to meet with people, new people, maybe you like to read the books. So try to do this type of activities more often, if not every day, every second day, or at least once in a week, you will become stress free. And one more important thing, which people, I have seen that people miss this thing, and that is to be grateful, to be thankful to the God. We have a lot of things. We have a good health. We are having parents, family, business, everything. But still, we are always stressed. Why? What's the reason? Because we are not thankful. As much you will start to become grateful, that much you will have less level of stress. I want to become the richest person. Okay, cool enough. But in the same time, think that what number of people are poor in your country or in my country or anywhere else. When you think that, my goodness, I want to become CEO of this company, and you start to become stressful because a lot of people are becoming CEOs and all this thing, then think about the same students who are sitting with you on a bench in your school or college or universities. There will be a lot of people who don't have even job. So be thankful for having good health, for having your family, for having kids, for having everything which God has given to you. It will lower your level of stress also. Right? One quick formula I would like to tell you, that's called BFF. This is brain recharge formula. Brain recharge. I talked just a while ago about brain rebooting. Brain recharge formula, and that is your breathing exercise. Everyone who is watching with me this moment, you need to 3 times breathe, inhale, hold it 5 seconds, and then let it go out, exhale it, right? 3 to 5 times, if in a day you will do this exercise, honestly speaking, it will build your better focus and make you stress free. This is called BFF: breathe, feel, and focus. So close your eyes, breathe inside, and then feel it. Feel the happiness of the world. Feel the things which are with you. Feel the things which you have been gifted, right? And then focus on the positive things, that what you are going to do, what you are going to make happen. So 3 to 5 times this exercise of breathing, if you will do, that will help you a lot. Sleeping, if you'll start to make your better habit, you are getting 6 to 8 hours, 7 hours sleep every night. Honestly speaking, you will become stress, level of stress will be lesser. Keep yourself hydrated. Water, this is the one of the fundamental thing, and the best blessing of Allah is water. Keep us hydrated. And if you will drink more water, keep yourself well hydrated, not only a lot of medical benefits you'll get, but your level of stress will become lesser and lesser. Stay socially connected. When I say socially connected, nowadays we are practicing social distance, but that's called more physical distance. But stay connected. Give a phone calls to your aunt, your uncle, your friend, your grandparents, your parents, your friends, childhood friends, university school fellows. So stay connected with them, and especially stay connected with positive people. When you make any routine, keep that routine, right? And one last thing of today's session, before I start to take your question, that is to build your focus. When we were growing up, we were happily and proudly even writing in our CVs that I'm the multitask guy. I'm the multitask person. The things are they're changing. And my request to all of you people will be to build your focus, right? Focus means that eliminate multitasking from your life. Do one thing at a time and do it in a best way. Instead of your focus is on 2 3 things, and you are unable to perform all 3 things in that given time, or the quality of that work is not great. Set the target and do one by one things, right? I'm teaching you people, but in the same time, if I'll keep on thinking that what I have to do tomorrow, what I have to eat after this session, so definitely maybe that thoughts will be somewhere in my mind. I can decide that after this lecture what I have to eat, but definitely my words, my fluency, and my tips and all these things, it will not be great for you people, and maybe I even will not make a good choice that what I have to eat. So stay focused, eliminate multitasking from your life, okay? Second thing is this, eliminate unnecessary tasks. A lot of tasks we do and we keep on doing without any reason, right? So just to see at your workplace or in your school or college or university, what are the tasks which if you will not do, the world is not going to finish. Do the tasks which are more going to bring the quality results. For example, if any one of you is a salesperson, and we know that nowadays sending just text messages as a sales pitch or to someone to buy something from me, it doesn't work. So why you have to make this thing as a ritual that again every day you have to send 20 messages or 50 messages to people? Why not to just make 5 telephone calls and speak with that person, which will bring some results? So unnecessary tasks, eliminate and focus on those quality tasks. Another thing is this, about people in your life, place people at priority than the tasks. If you are a boss, if you are a teacher, if you are a parent, I know that you like your students, your subordinates, or your colleagues, or your friends, or your parents, your kids to do some work. I know that you like them to do the work as you said, but after all, they are human beings. Please focus on this thing that they are human beings. They have emotions. They can also be stressful. So when you are stressed, you don't need to give that stress to other people. Just think that they are also human beings, right? So here is your time to ask me any and every question related to today's this topic. And I think can see that here is a lot of things coming up. Thank you, Sumaya. She's saying that it's really Sumaya, he or she. Sorry if I'm misunderstanding. It's really nice to hear these relevant situation and also solution. Thank you. It's my pleasure, and I hope this will be helpful for you. Whenever it becomes set, yes, question please.
Teacher, where you talk that don't available in every person. If my boss call me every time and every day, then what should I do?
Sorry, more than one people are speaking or there is a background noise. Can you tell me again?
Yes, sir. One point is you called sometimes ago that manage your availability. And if my boss called me again and again every day, and at the same time, what should I do?
Important thing. Now, when I said that manage your availability, and if you go a little bit back, like 5-10 minutes back in this session, we talked about the triggers, that sometimes some situations are the triggers. It make you stressful. Why your boss is calling you? Is there something which you didn't do, the task which he assigned you and you promised that I will do on this time and you didn't do? Is that the reason? So understand, maybe your boss is calling not unnecessary, but there is something which you had promised. So understand that what is the trigger, why the boss is calling. You done some mistake. You are unable to meet any promise. You didn't deliver the things which you are supposed to do, or things which you have delivered that's not up to the mark, or maybe there is some emergency. So first of all, understand that what could be the reason why your teacher is asking. You know that, let me tell you an interesting thing. A lot of time, we as a human being, we are very bad to identify the problems and cause or reasons of something. So whenever there is some situation, ask yourself at least 5 times, why, 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 why? And let me give you a very interesting example. If, for example, you gave the print from your computer and your laptop and your printer is not producing the printout, immediately what comes in your mind? The printer is not working, right? That's the problem. But ask yourself why the printer is not working. Yes, here you go. Printer is not working because I gave print from this computer. So does it mean that from other computer it's working, or it's not working from other computer also? It's working from laptop and not working from desktop? Okay, it's working from both sides, but it's not working when you are giving print from PDF file, but it's working when you are giving a print from WordPress file. Okay, so it's the problem is this, there is a software you need to choose to give a printout from PDF instead of WordPress. So the thing is this, we as a human being, we are not good really to identify the problem, and we apparently see that, okay, this is the reason because of that. Another example, just to identify the problems, is fishing. Long time ago, there was some research that in an ocean, there was small fishes, there were more small fish, but there was no big fish. And what was the reason? Like the problem, all the fishermen were saying that problem is this, in the sea, there are not big fish. Okay, this is the problem. But why? Big fish is not available because the net which fishermen use, it has small holes. It means that all the big fish, it comes in this, and small, very small, tiny holes. It means that even the smaller fish are caught and they are unable to grow up in the water, right? So go back 5 times at least, ask that what is the reason, why. So I hope so that when your next time boss is calling you, ask yourself what is the reason. And if without any reason he's calling you, then speak with that your boss that I'm happy to take your call and speak with you whenever you will ask me, but only sometime I'm busy with my family. This is not the working hours. So happy to give you a call back sometime. So open up the communication. Answer was longer than the expected, but anyhow, I hope you understood the situation. Sharyar has a question here. So what can we do that moment when I am overwhelmed with stress? Can I use the breathing exercise? Yes, you can do the breathing exercise. Change the situation. Take a break. Go out from that room. Take a break from that person. If you are on the phone and you are, just ask your boss or your colleague that, can I give you a call after 5 minutes? World will not end. But what will happen that you will come out from that situation, you will take that small pause or break, and you will be able to manage your stress, right? Here is another point. Jahid said that whenever I become sad, stressed, I try to stay alone, try to avoid public functions. Is it a good decision to be so? Well, if that public gathering, that marriage, or that function, something, if that thing is something which is making you stress, yes, you can avoid that thing. But again, I will say that try to understand that why that people or function or party is making you stress. Because there are some people which you don't like, or there are the talks which you don't like, or there is the overall timing. You maybe a small gathering of 20 people is fine with you, but 200 people you are stressed. So you have to understand that what exactly is the reason, and then try to sometime challenge yourself. Okay, I don't like this person. I usually become stressed by watching him or her. Okay, I want to take a challenge. I want to take this dare. I will go stay in front of him and I will listen what this person is saying. So when you will start coming out from your comfort zone and challenge yourself, it will also give you this practice not to unnecessarily take stress of these situations. Let's see if there is any other question. So all the participants, ladies and gentlemen, please give me your feedback overall, that how did you find this session? But more important for me will be to give your questions, because you people spared your time, you are here, you are watching, you are listening. Do not just consider that this is just a session because you have to complete some self-mastery program and you are sitting in front of this screen and you are listening. Try to make the best use of your time. This is an opportunity. Avail this opportunity and ask the questions and digest it. And you will never be able to come out from stress or become stress-free unless you practice these things. So go ahead with your questions, please.
Yes, sir. I have one question.
Yes, please.
Uh, What are the strategy to manage stress during office meeting or office presentation? Because when office call any meeting, I'm not feel comfortable.
Right. And can I ask why you don't feel comfortable? Is this the only reason because it's a office meeting? Or when even your friends call you, come on, let's sit together, 5, 10 friends are sitting there, you don't feel comfortable? Or is there any time like early morning or late in the afternoon?
It is only
Or
office
is
meeting.
there, okay, I understood. Is this happens only in the office meeting? And usually what is the agenda? Like when they talk about the targets?
Office meeting.
So
Any
every
type of
time when there is
meetings.
any type of meeting, like whether it's a celebration of the birthday of someone and 10 people are in the office, you still feel stressed?
No, no.
No. So it means that this is not any kind of meeting. There is some particular kind of meetings. So you means that the meetings where they are going to talk about the
Yeah.
performance, they're going to talk about the tasks, they're going to talk about that what you have done and what you didn't do. Am I right?
Yes.
And if sometime you do that task,
Yes.
like there is a deadline, you already done that task, an annual meeting or a weekly meeting, you went there, already you achieved that targets or that task. Still, do you feel stress or then you feel so happy that, oh yes, today I will tell them that I have done this? Are you with me?
Yes. Then I feel happy.
Then you feel happy. So the thing is this, number one,
Yes.
meetings are not making you stressed. Office is not making you stressed, right? Public gathering is not making you
Yes.
stressed. What is making you stressed is to achieve your targets, to achieve your task. Complete your task in time. You will love the meetings. You will love to speak with your boss. You will become one of the best star performer in the company. So understand the reason. Don't just say that I feel nervous or feel anxiety and stress when I go in the meeting, right? So as I said, that ask yourself 5 times why. So then you will reach to the root cause of that issue, and then you will be able to solve that problem. I hope this is helpful for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Here is Mushfika is asking, um, what should I do if I'm getting stressed for any incident from past? Come out from the past. Past are just to learn lesson, not to live in them. Past is something to learn, take the action and move forward. You cannot change anything, you cannot change from the past. Only thing which you can make difference and change, that's your present, in order to make a better, peaceful future. So what has gone, that's gone. Just forget about that. Move forward. Learn something, but learn from that thing. I'm not saying that just move forward by ignoring. Let's say you didn't pass your examination last year, and now again you want to just listening me, you'll say that, oh, Adnan said that don't just consider that thing, and I will do same bad preparation and I'll fail again. No, learn from that, what was the reason, and take some action so that your future will be better. Okay. Sometimes our previous behavioral approach with some people become unexpected to them or us. Also, it increase our level of stress. May it hurt also. How to meditate? Okay, the thing is this, that when any change or shift happens, of course, for a lot of people, it will not be a comfortable situation. Many people will not be comfortable. When you will start to say no to your good friends, occasionally, whenever you said no to anyone, you will definitely not feel well, and even those will not feel well. But you have to take this dare. You have to take this challenge. Because honestly speaking, when you'll start to learn to say no, or not to be available all the time for everyone, or not to help every time everyone. You have seen that a lot of teachers, when at school level, they give us tough tasks. They know that it will be tough for us, but they still want us to be prepared for that. So tough situation will come, but you have to do it. When you will start to do it, first you will become stress free and people will start to take you as a more important person. Otherwise, anytime someone can call, oh, come on, man, can you do this thing for me? Come on, can you do this thing for me? Right? And every time if you'll say yes, and one day you'll say no, then definitely, oh, come on, you never done anything for me. So slowly and gradually start to make this habit and convey this message to people that you are not available all the time. What are the some tools to get out of stress immediately? I think so I answered this question before, but if I didn't answer, once again, I'm telling you that number one, change the situation. If there is a conversation, take a pause. Don't continue that conversation. If you're sitting with some person and that person is giving you stress, just take a permission that, can I go 5 minutes outside? If even during the meeting you feel stress at workplace, you can excuse from your boss or something, all right? A good thing is this: when you go in a meeting, always take your glass of water or your bottle, but almost closer to finish. What will happen that you can excuse, you can ask that, can I go to get some water? All right. What will happen that you will go out from that meeting room. No one is going to stop you to take this water glass. And when you will come back after 2-3 minutes, automatically situation has changed, right? Any other question? When I talk unknown person,
Mr. Adnan,
yes, please.
I have a question. This is Maruf. So, suppose if I talk about a job context, when I have 5 tasks and all the tasks are important, and it is really difficult to prioritize the task because
Hmm.
everybody is pushing you for the task completion of the task. So, in that situation, if I get a stress, how should I get out of that stress, or what is your technique or suggestions?
We do one training that's called task management, time and task management. So in that one, we do this technique that you need to understand which task is urgent and which task is important. All the tasks which are urgent to do, not necessarily those are important. So if there is any task which is important, important means that you can delay it because it requires more focus, attention to detail, and to do best. That's called important. What is important? Important is to take a decision then when you, for example, which school you want to take admission or which school your child should go. This is an important task. And what is the urgent task? What you will feed to your child today, what you will cook today. So you need to understand which tasks are urgent and which tasks are important. When someone is giving you task at your office, ask that person, sir, madam, miss, is this an urgent task or this is the important task? If it is urgent task, I have these 1, 2, 3 tasks already which I have to do, super urgent, and I have to do. If after that I will do your this task, will it be okay? Okay, ask that person. Or if someone will say that it's not that urgent, but it's very important, I want you really to work very hard on it, then say that, can I take 2 to 3 days time in order to do this? Now what will happen that you are promising with people that I will do this task. But whenever you promise or accept any task to do, keep it in mind that already which task you have to do, which you are having in pipeline. People, a lot of time, they just keep on accepting tasks or responsibilities without thinking or realizing that what already they have in their baggage to complete. So the thing is this simple answer of your question is that tasks are important or urgent. Segregate those and then talk with the person upfront. You might have seen that you went to any shop and you want to buy something. And shopkeeper, if will tell you that Sir, I have this thing today. Are you happy with this? You say that, no, I'm not happy. I want this particular item. And if the shopkeeper will say that after 3 days, I will give you, what you will do? You'll wait for that because you want to get really that thing which you wish to get. Same is the thing. Ask the person who is giving you task, sir, what outcome you expect? The best outcome, it will take time. Now, this could be your mistake that if you are accepting a lot of tasks, you are not prioritizing, you are not arranging them, and you still accept it. So you need to prioritize, you need to manage your time and tasks by thinking what is important and what is urgent.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Here was one question which I wanted to answer from Amin al-Islam, and that's that when I talk with unknown or stranger person, I can't talk properly. What should I do? Number one thing is this, there should be some reason to talk. Why you want to talk? What is the reason? What is the topic? What is the agenda? So first of all, make yourself more prepared, more professional, and more well constructed on that agenda, what you want to talk. Number one thing, if you are best in that thing. Second thing is this, how to go in front of person, take their time, and then start to speak. Then it comes the second thing. So you need to understand that where is the problem? Problem is to face the person, or problem is to have an agenda to talk. Once again, as I said, that we as a human being are very bad to identify that what actually is the problem, where is the problem. So I do not want to make this session so much longer, but next time when you feel that you're uncomfortable to talk with someone, understand that what is the reason. Is this the person? Is this the time? Like, for example, in a meeting, in a marriage, in a gathering, there is 200 people. The same thing, you want to talk with that person, but you don't feel comfortable. But when you meet that person on the street or somewhere in his or her office, you are comfortable to talk. So it could be possibly the situation or place where you are unable to speak confidently. So thank you so much, everyone who was listening me. I hope you enjoyed the session, and there will be assignment which I'll send to you guys. Do complete, do answer all of the questions of that assignment, because assignment is a way to digest whatever you have learned, to recap it, to digest it, and then use your brain that what did you hear from me. So do complete that one. Thank you once again, SSDC's all the team and coordinators, everyone who appreciated my previous session and who gave me opportunity today also. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time. I have everyone who have joined this session have learned something new from here. So dear participants, stress can be a problem which differs our minds from our regular works, but we can do solve this problem. And our today's session was all about this. And I want to talk to everyone in Bengali. প্রিয় উপস্থিতি, সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি আজকে আমাদের সাথে উপস্থিত থাকার জন্য। যেহেতু আজকে এটা আমাদের আদনান স্যার আমাদের সাথে শেষ সেশন আমাদের এই কোর্সে, আমি চাই উনি যেন আমাদের থেকে একটা খুব ভালো একটা পজিটিভ ভাইব নিয়ে জন্য উনি বিদায় নিতে পারেন। তাই আমি সবাইকে অনুরোধ করবো, আপনারা যারা এখন উপস্থিত হয়েছেন, আপনারা কিছুক্ষণের জন্য আপনাদের মাইক্রোফোনটা একটু আনমিউট করেন, এবং আমরা সবাই ইংরেজিতে বলবো যে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ স্যারের নেম, যে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ স্যারের নাম বলে বলবো যেন উনি যেন আমাদের এখান থেকে খুব একটা ভালো একটা পজিটিভ ভাইব নিয়ে যেতে পারে এবং আমাদেরকে অনেক দিন ধরে মনে রাখতে পারেন, এবং ওনারা যেন উনি যেন মনে রাখেন যে এসএসডিসি তে যারা ছিল পার্টিসিপেন্টস তারা খুবই কোঅপারেটিভ ছিল এবং তারা খুবই পার্টিসিপেটিং ছিল। তাই আমি সবাইকে অনুরোধ করবো আপনারা কিছুক্ষণের জন্য সবাই আপনাদের মাইক্রোফোনটা একটু আনমিউট করুন, এবং আমরা একসাথে আমি বাংলায় ইংলিশে 3, 2, 1 বলবো, এবং পরবর্তীতে আমরা সবাই ইংলিশে বলবো যে ধন্যবাদ স্যার। সো প্লিজ আপনারা সবাই একটু মাইক্রোফোনটা আনমিউট করুন। সবাই কি বলছি আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি, আপনারা শুনতে পাচ্ছেন? আচ্ছা, so dear participants, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening me.
Yes, dear Adnan sir, this was our participants. I told you in the first session that our participants are they are very much energetic gentlemen and they are very much respectful for their trainers. And I hope that you will miss these participants. And we also will miss you, sir. And I hope that in future we will see you in another Zoom workshop or in Facebook Live in with SSDC. And with that reminder, and dear participants, we have a in the 25th of this November, we will have our next session, and it will be on goal setting. And this session will be conducted by KM Hassan Ripon, sir. And that will be another exciting session. I hope that you will enjoy that session and join on that session. And with that reminder, I am Mohammad Jahidislam Sakib. Thank you everyone for joining this session. Stay safe, lead a healthy life, and happy learning. Thank you very much. Get back to you, sir. Abu, sir.
Thank you very much, dear Adnan Sohail bhai, for your nice presentation. From today's session, we got a very important knowledge about stress management. First of all, we got some research-based data by which help us to be more aware about stress management. And then you describe very clearly and very understandable way the why man stress and how we can manage our stress. So I think our participants got very value from today's session, and I am very much grateful to you and wish in near future we will get you for with another new session. And SSDC always want you with our journey of learning. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shafil Islam. I truly enjoyed it. And always, as I said, that because we are on the same wavelength, you're doing that best work where I also wished and try to contribute always. So I'm sure that we will keep on interacting in going forward also. For all the participants, if they would love to, if they like it, and if they want to see some more content from my side, please feel free. They can follow on my YouTube page, which is with the name of Adnan Sohail YouTube channel. My Facebook page is also with the same name, Adnan Sohail. You can like, you can follow, you can subscribe there, and you will be having a lot more content to learn there. Today's particular session, which was, honestly speaking, myself, even I talk a lot about stress management, or all the even doctors or even the big guns who talk about stress management. We cannot be stress free. This is something certain. We can never be stress free. But yes, we can learn how to handle it. And I hope from today's session, you all were able to learn it and you will be able to practice in your life. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you again. So dear participants, I hope you got some value from today's session, and next session will be held in 25th November. And, we are requesting you to submit your summary and feedback, which will encourage us and inspire us to do something better for you. Okay, thank you very much. See you again.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Right.